What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers who have come by to my channel. It's truly appreciated. Right? Let's get right into it. The Knicks pull off a great victory tonight by beating the Portland Trailblazers 128-98. Listen, guys, this is a game they should have had. They should have won. Are you really impressed? Not really, because they were shorthanded. Remember, Dame Lillard's out, and they got a bunch of rookies and G League players on that team and 10-day contracts. They have a whole bunch of young players. So this was the Knicks should have did, right? But this is a complete team game that, we kind of saw coming, right? And also, too, I'm not surprised by this because the Knicks should have won a lot of games that they were in. So them playing a shorthanded team like this, they should have beat them by 30. This is what the Knicks should have been doing. But this is what they should have been doing all season. Of course, not beating teams by 30, but winning a lot of those close games to, better competition. Because the Knicks win all those games. All those games from Portland to, from, Phoenix to, you name them, right? The Knicks were in all those games. Memphis, right? Everything. The Knicks were in all those games against all those top teams, and they came up short, right? This is a win that they pretty much I knew they was going to have. Guys like, RJ played well, IQ, Obi played well, which I'm happy about. Even Big Sims played well. McBride played well defensively. It's a total team effort, man. So I was really happy about their play. To me, the main important thing going forward is just continuing to develop our players. What I didn't like last night really had me frustrated was with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He takes Thibodeau, I'm speaking of, he takes Obi out and puts Julius back in. We're already up by 21. Then he puts Big Mitch back in. RJ still out there. This is how guys get hurt. See, this is the issue that I have with Tibbs. Like, this is the problem. We're up by 21. Why do you have your stars still in? This is the time where Sims should get as much minutes as possible. He should get all the rest of those minutes. Obi should get all the rest of those minutes, finish out the game. We're up by 21. Why are you putting those guys back in? 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It makes no sense to me. None. So then, we find out before the game, a couple hours before, that, based on Knicks management, people reporting, I think Ian Begley also mentioned it, the Knicks plan on retaining and keeping Tom Thibodeau. Here are my thoughts. I understand people saying about stability and continuity. You don't want to be jumping around from coach to coach. I get all that. But you got to ask yourself going forward, is this the type of coach that you want for this team? For this team. To me, Tom Thibodeau would be more fit for a team that has a whole bunch of vets, right? Like the Lakers or something like that. That would be more for him, right? Because he likes vets. He likes playing vets. He likes, playing those type of guys. He doesn't really like playing young guys. So that's why, the Knicks are struggling with kind of seeing the development of a lot of these players. Because of the fact that he doesn't really like play. That's just not in his DNA. That's just not who he is. Now, be clear, guys. I like Thibodeau as a coach. I do. He is a New York Knicks guy prior because, remember, he was on Van Gundy's coaching staff when Van Gundy was coaching the Knicks. Hey, man, how do you not like your own, right? So I do like him as a coach. I just don't like him for the coach for this team, right? For what we're trying to do going forward and building our young players and pretty much doing, taking the same approach that Memphis has taken by playing young players and watching them develop, letting them make mistakes, and by the next season, they're going to be better players for it, right? So that's how I feel about that. So I don't know. I'm not too happy about that. I mean, we got to do what we have to do. I understand the stability and continuity. I understand that people say you don't want to jump around. But then you got to say, are we going to get the same result this year? And most likely we are, right? Overplaying guys' minutes. Because his main goal is to make it to the playoffs. His main goal is to try to win, right? So I get it. But his approach to doing that isn't the right way to be with this team. So he'll overplay guys and not play a lot of young guys and not have a good rotation just because he wants to win. So he doesn't care about next week. He doesn't care about tomorrow. He cares about right now, this second. So he doesn't care if he plays against 50 minutes. But it's like, Tibbs, you got 50 more games in a season. You don't have to overplay this guy. I don't care. He doesn't think like that. He's got his own stubborn way of doing things, which is very, very old NBA. That's what they used to do. And that's not the way the game is played today, right? So that's why I don't agree with it, right? With this team and the way this team is structured, I don't know if he's the guy for it. I don't think he's the guy for it. And then also, to another concern I have, I see that Grimes is practicing. They have him out there. They're saying he should be back in another week. Grimes should be done for the season. You should not push him for him to play this year. He had a knee injury, which is, a pretty significant knee injury, meaning that, his kneecap would kind of shifted a bit. I wouldn't play with that. Because then the next time he plays or the next time he makes a sudden move, he could tear his kneecap. I mean, that's what happens. Your body tells you what's going on to kind of like be, for you to sit down and chill. Like, that's what your body does. I'm an athlete. I had knee injuries. A lot of times I had signs prior to that told me, like, listen, your body's kind of breaking down. You don't need to go any harder, right? But then you push it, and you tear something and make it more worse than what it was originally. So I don't think they got, 14 games left, 13 games left, something like that. The Knicks should not play him. You don't need him. We're not making the playoffs. So my thing is, like, just let him sit. Let him rest. Let him get his knee ready for next season, right? Put him in the summer league, get him sharp. And then, let's see what he could do for us next season, which I believe he's going to be a big piece to what it is, us for next season. So why even take that chance, right? Why even do that? So I don't know. I'm not too happy with that. So we'll see exactly going forward. But, it was a great win tonight, which was much needed. So, we got Washington coming up, so hopefully we can pull that out as well. Washington's a solid team. But I think, with the Knicks, man, we could pull it out. I think we've like I said, we've been in all these games with all the top-tier teams in the league. We've been in every single game. Some games we've gotten blown up. A lot of games we were winning. So, I think we should be able to pull this out against Washington coming up. All right? But listen, that's my show. I appreciate you guys coming by. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right? Also, too, please hit that bell icon to get all notifications on all my new shows. All right? I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.